Hello, hello, hello. All right, welcome back. Happy New Year's and all that jazz. This stream is specifically going out to my YouTube fans. Absolutely, thank you. Specifically, whoever it was that made me into from 20 to 21. Yeah, unfortunately, YouTube does not let me know specifically who you are. But everyone that has recently subscribed to me in my YouTube channels from, I think it's 18 to 21, I know it's just a couple of you guys. And you know what? You guys all mean the world to me. Everybody who subscribes to me means the world to me because number one and foremost and absolutely, I'm just happy I get to produce this content for people and then they enjoy watching it. It's been very positive. It's been very positive going forward. And I'm just really enjoying the fact that somebody cares to bother to watch my silly stuff. So, big thanks to you. Alright? You and yours and everyone, and a happy New Year's. And I hope everyone is taking their time to take a little bit of self-care. Because you always need to make sure to take a little bit of self-care. I'm taking a little bit of self-care right now. Is that I've been having a good, oh jeez. Oh my goodness. I gotta quick update. There we go. Did I update? Is it updated? There we go. Alright. By the way, this is episode 8. Happy New Year's to everyone. Alright. So, yes. And by the way, thank you everyone. Alright. And I hope you're taking a little bit of self-care time to make sure you have yourself a glass of water. Right? You're taking your vitamins and minerals. You're getting yourself that good sleep, and you're taking a little bit of time to make sure your mental capacities are not overthrown, right? Because everyone needs to make sure that they are cognitive and aware of their own facilities, and those things are important, right? Because if we aren't taking care of ourselves, right? Because we're the number one person that's with us every day. And that should be paramount. Hey, look, shields too. So, hey, you know what? Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Love being who you are and happy with yourself. Because you know what? Honestly, everyone else, almost everyone else, is happy with you too. Right? There's a few bad actors out there that, of course, are not going to make the world a nicer, smilier, better place. But that doesn't mean everyone is. That doesn't mean that most people are. In fact, I would say, maybe this is a bit charitable, but I'd say 95% of people out there are trying to make this world at least livable, if not a better place. And to remember that, like, most people are out there to try and be good to you. And to not hate on people, to not be you obviously have to be careful of your own worth and self-worth and things, but to not immediately think the worst of everyone. And that's a hard pill to swallow. I'm not saying that it's not. There are people more than likely off in much more difficult situations than myself that make that sound very pie in the sky. Like, oh, come on, Kane. Like this. I wish I could just, wholeheartedly believe in that and such, but, it's just not in the cards. And I believe in you. I believe in all that. But all the same, the moment that we forget the possibility, the option, the ability for people and everyone to rise above the negativity, the naturalisticness of nature, to think that we can be better, right? That's when things get kind of negative. It doesn't mean bad, just they can be pretty negative, right? And when you're with your best buds, and even when they make the rib joke, right? He's like, oh yeah, remember the time you fucked up? You were an idiot, right? Right? you don't feel horrible about that. You're like, hey, these guys, they're just having fun with me, right? And that's what I want. That's what I want for people to think going forward. And that's the beauty of thinking go forward. And maybe that's just optimistic. Maybe that's just me being pie in the sky. Maybe there's just apple pie everywhere, silver lining and stuff like that. But perhaps that's something that we can all try and strive towards. And so that's my Happy New Year's to you, as well as this Dyson Sphere. And today's goal is absolutely pushing forward to something better. And I think we should all do that. All right. So let's have this episode being the strive forward to something better. And thank you very much again to everyone for being awesome, because you're all awesome and everyone's awesome. All right. So cool. All right. Now, what are we going to work on today? Well, I'm going to work on drinking this. I made myself a delicious peanut butter flavored protein drink. So I'm going to take a sip of that real quick, and then I'm going to think about where we're at with what we're doing. And I think most of that is going to come down to defense. We have not really pushed a lot of defense for ourselves, for the planet. Look at this. I got a little junk box right here. I'm going to go check that out in just a minute here. Just going to take a quick sip. Have you guys ever used powdered peanut butter? You should. You should. It is. Oh, look at this. Now we got 8 units in here. I don't know, pay attention to this crap at all. Look at this research going on. Alright, so let's take a look at technology here. This one's booting along. Last time we were in, we took a good leap forward. A good leap forward. And we upgraded using this one here. We upgraded most of our resources with this. So we have improved our resource production by, and sorry if you hear my fan just blowing off like crazy. I just turned that up just now. But all the same, my laptop is not the greatest at dropping heat, and so I gotta turn the fan on. But no, all the same, we use this one to improve our research and everything by a good margin, right? You can see over here. There it is, right? It's doing a great job. We actually need very, very little for it, but we can see right here we need a lot more of these guys. So let's go check that out right now. Alright, this one does not have it. Cool. This guy right here. Alright, so where is his functionality? Alright, it's right in the top. Right here. These guys right here. Alright, so they're functioning. Okay. So what we're missing is titanium. Right? Is that so? It's and these guys. Okay, great. So, and these guys are not functioning necessarily because you can see right here they're not getting all their resources, right? So we need to improve that. What are they missing out? They need sulfur and carbon tubes, right? So let's come on back here. Let's check out our carbon tubes, right? The carbon tubes, right? So they're getting produced, they're just not getting produced enough, right? All right, so let's fix that up, right? We just zippity zap 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 zap. You know what? Let's just do that. Grab this guy. Slip slap. Alright, and we upgrade that guy, and then we grab that. Slap that one on there. Slap that guy on there. Isn't that great? All right, so now they're grabbing it a little bit more, so their production is slightly better, but their overall production is just not good enough, right? You can see they're still not producing at the level required. So first off, let's just grab this, grab that. A lack of item. My God. Okay. Let's just grab that, slap that over there. Grab that, take that out of there. Grab you, take that out of there entirely. Walk over for no apparent reason at all. Walk him over there, and then let's just slap him along like that. Bam. Okay. Now what's gonna happen here, unfortunately, everything's on a blue bar? Yep. Okay. So what we're gonna do is take that one away from there and stop. Don't walk over there. You silly. There. I'm gonna push you over there. Now what it does is just allows all the carbon just to move along. Alright. And then we just take this guy and put him there. Right? He's situated nicely. There we go. So we've added 1, 2, 3, 4 more guys on the production line. We sped everybody up. We made everybody look pretty damn cool. Alright. Now, is that going to be enough? I'm not sure. Right? Like, unfortunately, I can't do just a very concise production line of this one, because unfortunately there are a lot of different guys that use this production line. Right? You can see here the south line, which uses very little, nothing, but again this line uses quite a lot, and it seems like it's good enough for 2 of these, maybe a third, but not quite the 4th. Now, perhaps, right, like once it gets going a little bit more, these guys are more productive and stuff like that, it catches up a little bit, but I don't have much faith that it's going to be a little bit more. The other side about this is that this is near the limit, necessarily, of this production, because these guys are not going to produce enough coal in that sense to do any more of it, right? So now we can adjust that slightly by producing a few more of these guys, right? Getting them on the line, getting them producing more. Like this guy, he's definitely not in the right place. Right, so let's take him out of there, right? And then let's just give it a little whoosh, and then alright, and then see, like this guy, he's just out of it. Alright, like this has gotta go. There we go. Alright, let's go grab a little bit of a thank you. A little bit of electricity, but all the same, right? We grab this, we snap that out there, snap that there, add that in, boom, 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 and boom. Now, yeah, it's gonna be mining slightly faster, right? But is it fast enough for this production line, right? That's the real key here, and I don't think that it is. Right? Like, look, like I can add this guy in here. Alright, slap that in there and just chunk that along. And there you go, and just boom, 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 boom. And that gives more availability for more of it to come in faster. But at the same time, also don't need that at all. Like this is not a sustainable solution. It's not. Right? And these guys, as much as they're producing, they're not the sustained solution. In fact, actually, rather, what you're better off doing is importing from another location, right? Another location that has better or more of these guys making that situation. And it just so happens, actually, God, this protein drink is so good. By the way, always make sure, don't drink protein drinks without doing exercise, right? That is a number one failure. You do not need additional protein in your life when you're not bothering to exercise. If you're exercising, great, have on you. Add the protein, add the extra stuff, add everything. But when you're not, if you're not going off and you're doing your little bit of, your 20-minute walks 3 times a week, or your 15-minute runs 3 times a week, or your exercise to the gym, you don't need the extra protein. That will not do you any good. That is just adding extra issue to your life. Multivitamins, have at it, right? You should have a good multivitamin every day. Absolutely. That is, there's not enough nutrition in your daily life to get through that. We do not have. A long time ago, our farm-like items did have more varied multivitamins in our diets, but come now in our day-to-day lives, you will be hard-pressed to get your complete daily vitamins without some sort of supplement. So, I am not a doctor, I am not a lawyer, I am not any of those things, but I still recommend it. That is my suggestion. That is not a medical opinion. So delicious. So delicious. But yeah. So this is great. I'm glad there's now there's enough in here. Alright, it's going 4 per level. That's awesome. Alright, there's always something for these guys to work on. Great. Production is better. Right? Now, is that enough production for these guys to function? Look at that. Not enough. Right? We don't get enough to get this 4th one going. Nearly it is. Just delete that for no good reason. I'm also going to add that back in, and then boom, we got enough for 1. Right? Now what is good though is that it is a lot better production. These guys are producing better. No, I'm gonna keep those because it's mine. But it's not producing enough. It's not enough. No, what's great is that I can extend this line slightly. So we're gonna do that. Okay. There we go. That. There you go. Douche and douche. Blah, 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 blah. And then it goes bye-bye. Let me just check those in there. Alright. So we've added quite a lot of extra production to this one, which sounds great, right? It sounds great to me. And you can see the backlog right there. Right? And that's great. And it will probably chew through that pretty quickly. As it was that it had a hard time. You can see it's slowly decreasing. If I hold the mouse here, you can see that the line of where the backlog is slowly moving down. No, actually, you know what? I'm wrong. You can see that actually that it stays about there. So perhaps those extra 2 productions were just enough to hold the production as it was. Now, that is under the idea that these guys will forever stay at their absolute production forever. And they won't. And these things here just don't work. So, yeah. But, you know, it will hold for now. So there's that. Great. So this is getting produced. Now, what's next? What is on the agenda? Right? We needed defense. And we needed it in a big way. Now, recently, we upgraded the planetary defense. Now, these guys are great against strafing attacks against the planet, which is great. That's what we need. Right? And then perhaps we also need these things. I don't know what the freaking hell these things are. These things look freaking awesome though. Let's take a read. After being stimulated, ooh, that sounds creepy. After being stimulated, the matter inside an energy capsule will be in a high energy plasma state. It will then be quickly emitted by the plasma turret's accelerator to generate high speed plasma beams. Such beams are extremely penetrating and destructive and can effectively destroy space targets. Okay, so yeah, whatever. High speed space beams. Neat. Alright, so that's good. Well, it's great planetary defense, right? Now, I don't think we really need that just yet. But we do need this planetary defense. Now, research is complete on that. But these things have been telling me. Let's read them. They can create planetary defense shields on the planet to resist attacks from space. Massive amounts of energy are required for the planetary shield. If the shield becomes ineffective, it will leave the planet exposed to serious threats from space. Additionally, the number of shield generators that can be built on a planet is limited. Planetary shield can only resist damage from space. It cannot resist ground damage. Alright, so yeah, you can only build so many of these guys in one place, and then these guys, they go pew pew pew. Alright, so cool. I'm not sure how many of these exactly we need, but these guys, the planetary shield generators, right, they need power. They need a lot of power. Okay, I've never used one before. I have no idea exactly how much power they use, but I'll tell you right now. Alright, let's take a quick. Boop. We're at near capacity for power generation. So is that going to be any good to slow on some some planetary shield generator? No, it's going to reduce all of our factory production down to, and that ain't good. Alright, now sure, we can go run amok, and yeah, we can go silly crazy and go make a whole bunch more of these guys. But as you know, as much as I really do enjoy the whole energy for free factor and never pay for nothing factor, these guys just won't cut the mustard, right? You can go grab solar, right? And solar's fun, but solar ain't gonna cut the mustard either. Or either. It just does not have the capacity to do so. Right. Oh yeah, these guys are doing their job. They're slowly sipping that honey. Let's just follow. Let's just give this guy a little follow. He's like a honeybee. All right, we're gonna buzz. We'll buzz these guys along. Right, and that's where he ends up. All right, he just slowly chunks away over here until these guys are full up, and they get sprayed. They get better percentage, and then they get sprayed again. Now, we are using far more power than is necessary for our productions, and that is because I want extra items rather than extra speed of production, right? Extra items are actually, I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe are more valuable than actual energy itself. Energy itself is pretty much free, is my idea of it, right? It's a consumable, reusable, replenishable item. Whereas when you look at how much copper or iron or whatever material you have on a planet, there is a finite amount, and when that disappears, it's gone. Now, energy seems to be this nebulous maximum material or resource that you can just take as much as you want. So that's what I use it for. My apologies for taking the sweet nectar. All right, now this one here, yeah, you're maxed out. Okay. So planetary defense will have to come secondary to power creation. Now, power creation is going to come in the form of me finally making up these generators. So let's go grab that technology. Quickly look over here and find that generator technology that I hate using. It's not this one right here. So I gotta make these mini fusion power plants, but more importantly, I gotta make these things, right? Deuterium fuel rods. Now those guys, they're special because you need deuterium, right? Or deuterium. And deuterium, of course, comes from smacking around hydrogen, right? And to smack around some hydrogen, alright, we're gonna need its own special magical place on the planet. Now, I could absolutely just grab that one and call it a day, but I'm not going to, because I'm going to give it its own mystical place. I'm just going to slap it over here. Doesn't need to be anything special. Let's just make sure we got some nice ground to slap it all on. What? I ended up being not enough. Well, that's okay, because I'll just go steal some. I know the little robot could bring it to me eventually, but I just don't care. And there we go. Okay. There we go. Alright, now the second thing is we're going to need here to get one of these guys. We don't have one of these guys, but we're going to tell it to produce one. I love the fact that I can just tell it, make me one. There it is. Okay, great. So here we are. We're going to make one. We're going to plop that down. Do we have enough power for it? Heck no. That's alright. That's what the whole project is we're making power for it. So Now, number one factor here is we're gonna make this, and this is gonna be a supply. We don't need a whole lot of it. We're gonna say 1,000 is more than enough. All right. Now we're gonna come back over here. What do we need for this? We need the specialty iron. What's that iron? Is reinforced super steel structure stuff. It's right here. Titanium alloy, right? And then what's the next thing? We need deuterium, which we're gonna produce otherwise somewhere else. We're gonna just ask for hydrogen, and we're gonna ask for a lot of it, because we're gonna use a lot of it. This stuff will just barely ask for anything. And the last item is these silly things. Now, because we're right close to this one, I'm gonna switch things up just slightly, and I'm gonna say, hey, we're just gonna have these 2 items. Okay, so we're gonna have just a little bit less hydrogen, and then we're gonna have a whole lot of this item, right? All right, and then with little robot ships. Okay, so let's go grab that. I'm gonna come in here and tell it to go get me some robot ships. Now we're definitely not gonna do that, because we know way over here, not here, not here, over here, maybe here, maybe over here, this one. This line right here has got a whole bunch of these. So there's no sense at all having my robot make those things. So, there. That's much nicer. Swing back over here. Get in here. Now we gotta go demand. And then this is gonna be a supply, because nothing makes that stuff yet. There. And then supply of this. Okay? You're gonna go land because you're silly. And then we're gonna go come in here. We're gonna grab them 5 ships. Alright. Now we don't have any power in here, which is no good at all. Now we're missing iron. Let's go get some. It's always remarkable how much of this that I end up needing. Right? Like it's quite bizarre at how little of it you end up with. Okay. Now I'm gonna pull from this guy its own line of those engine bits. So I'm not gonna worry about that. Now here we need to make that deuterium, right? So that's gonna need its own special building. And that special building is gonna have its own special section. We're gonna make that on the lower section here because it's more conducive to building out more correctly. Now it's one of these buildings here. We're gonna build a bunch of these. I need more steel, it looks like, so we're just gonna go grab a little bit more of that. Poof. Alright, now those guys built super quick. I'm gonna cycle that. There we go. So we're gonna rotate that because we want them facing up. And boom, 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 boom. Boom.
You've built a fractionator. It can randomly fractionate deuterium from liquid hydrogen. Use the conveyor belt to feed in hydrogen from one side. After fractionation, the residue will be exported from the other side, while the deuterium will be fed out from the front port.
So
If you need
one,
to
two,
increase
three,
deuterium
four.
output, speed up the cargo infeed and outfeed, or build more fractionators.
Or build more of those guys. Yeah, well, that sounds like a good idea. Okay. So let's build 3 more of them guys. Now we're actually gonna grab let's go grab that. That and that. That. See, that didn't look like. There we go. And there. Perfect. Alright. Lack of item. What? Didn't I tell you to make 3 more? Oh, planted shield generator. Okay, well, no, okay. Don't make those, make these. Oops. Well, I'm glad I got these now. That's cool. Excellent. Good job, me. Whoops. Ain't that cool? There, that seemed a little bit better. Alright, and then we're gonna grab this. Now we're gonna go. We're gonna zoom in just a little bit. Bam. 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 Swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. Yeah. How much deuterium is going to come out of here? A ton. Alright. Now the issue here is we come out from here. Boop, boop, boop. Hydrogen. Right there. Okay, and then we need I gotta grab a logistics guy. Right there. Alright, now we're gonna go here, here, here. And then from here to here. Alright. And then from here to here. Now the issue here is we're gonna have this one is a priority import. Right? Now next thing we need is this right here. And we're gonna actually upgrade this slightly. And we're gonna have this guy. Oh, come on, give me. You know what? Give me 4 of those. Alright. Now, why would we upgrade this one? Well, because in here, right? Because in here, actually, this line, by the time it gets around to the bottom, is not enough, right? When we have this much hydrogen and deuterium going through, it needs to be better, right? So I need to be flowing through at highest possible level. And in fact, you probably should have a stacker in between each one of these, so like just boost the line just even slightly. But even just this first one to have more, right, to go into the second one, so it's kind of like this guy is not even, it's not even at its maximum, it's even higher, right? Now, the second thing we gotta do here, of course, is make another line that's from you here right down. Right. You can see it's very immediately. Very, very immediately. Well, it's full. And good job for being full. Right. Now, a question we have to ask ourselves is, do we want to run this outside and over and then back around, or do we want to run it just inside? Now, in my view, probably, because there's a lot of like complication or all of the bullshit here, perhaps running it outside, but you know what? Actually, if we just grab this guy, we just make it like that, and just run there and there. Alright, we can run that and then just delete that. And then, actuality, we can just have this line. Maybe not that one. Maybe this line. Run right back in. Except it ran like an idiot. Yes, it ran like a beautiful idiot. It was delicious. Okay, great. I'm glad I did that. La 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 la, smartest man alive. La 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 la, smartest man alive. Well, there we go. Okay, so now we have a beautiful production. Now, this is exactly the kind of thing that you would want to make as a carbon copy of Blueprint, right? It's like, oh, there it goes. La 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 la. Especially this function right here. This is the #1 super function that makes everything work properly. Because you don't want new hydrogen to be pushing out the old hydrogen, otherwise it gets stopped. What you want is the old hydrogen to continue flowing, and making sure that the line stays at maximum capacity, which is why we have the stacker on there as well, to make sure even increase the capacity, because we have so many factories on top of this one line. Because I think somewhere on like 10 is where it kind of like maxes out. But right, so if we take a look right here, let's just click on this guy. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, you can see this one here at 800 or 1800, which is perfect. And this guy is also somewhere around 1800, right? And that's because we're pumping in more than capacity. Right? F1560. If we didn't have this one, it probably wouldn't work nearly as efficiently, but we do. So, la-di-da, we do. So, now that we have that done, right, we need to be making these things. These things can only be created by replicator. Alright, so let's make sure we have that functioning. Alright. Replicators. Now, are we gonna make a whole lot of these guys? Yeah, kind of. Yeah. So, this one right here. All right, and you need 1, 2, 3 items. So why don't we move you up 1? That doesn't feel very good right there. We're gonna move you up right there. Why do we want to do that? Well, because we have a high amount of resources that are going into it. All right, and those high amount of resources are gonna make sure. Let's see, we got 1, 2. Up. Those high amount of resources are definitely going to change the amount that we can produce, and that makes a big difference. Gonna go from this guy, that guy, right over here. We're gonna chunk him out over here. Chunk him out, and there. Now what's nice about all this is that we can go grab our blue line, perhaps, if we're real lucky. We can go slap some blue line on this. Alright. There we go. There's a blue line right there. Blue line, blue line, blue line. Perfect. And then we just go grab this power supply right there. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, baby. And our blue line, we can just go grab from here. We're gonna tell it to go chill out over here, over here, over here, over here. Are you gonna be, why are you being a pain in the butt? Yeah, don't be a pain in the butt. We're gonna come over here, here, raise it up. There you go. Get in it. Get on in it. There it is. Boom. Okay. And then we got those guys in there. So now we're going to grab our deuterium, right? And he's going to just file back in here. And then once we have our deuterium, then we'll probably have a new line running out from here, and then we'll go up from that for our generators, right? Let's grab this. We'll have this running to here, and then don't be silly. Don't be a silly. There we go. Run inside there. Okay. So we have this guy, and we'll just run it all the way down there. This guy run to here. This guy run to here, and then this one run to here as well. Right? We got 3, and this one. You know, 1, 2, and 3. And then the final guy dump out over there. Perfect. And then we'll just grab that. Copy over. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Alright, we got a good system. Alright. So we need some extra power supplies over here. 1, 2, and 3. Nice beautiful connection. And now we're making the goody goodies. Alright. Wonderful. Right. So wonderful. We're gonna come on over here, we're gonna drop off whatever this is to here, and whatever this is to here, because we don't need them. They don't function for us at all. Right? But now we're producing these power units. These power units are far greater than these, and we'll probably steal a few of them once we used these up. Let's go grab a little bit of this. We go, I mean, proper English sounds. That's what we do here. And then we're also going to look at power supply doohickeys. Where are you? This one? Mini fusion power plant. Yeah. I'm going to create one because I'm missing these guys. That's no problem. We can get more of them. We're gonna go check out the map, and let's go check out this other production thing we upgraded and checked out much earlier. These guys, which have nothing, and I don't know why there's nothing in here. Let's go take a look at them and see what's wrong. Whee! Oh god, I love New Year's. It's just a magical time of year. Like, there's family time with Christmas, right? And then there's New Year's time with friends and everything. Now, if you're in Asia, if you're the Asian persuasion, which is super special, awesome, and you guys are even better. You know, it's the other way around for you guys. You guys find Christmas as the friendly, super fun time, and the New Year's is more family-orientated, spiritual time. And you know what? Both are amazing. I love them both. Because you know what? At the end of the day, I'm drinking to both. Alright. Get in there. There you go. Look at all that hydrogen just dumping in there. This amazing backlog. All this is just a much bigger buffer. That's all it does. That's all it does. Alright, now over here we're looking at these guys. Again, these guys are failing because they're missing nothing. You guys are missing nothing. You're just not producing very quickly. Now, to be fair, I could very well blue spray. Right there. There we go. And now, eventually, somehow, magically, sort that nicely. Okay, good. So now, magically, eventually, somehow, specially, these guys will start getting blue sprayed. Ooh, look. And they'll produce a little bit more. I don't have one of those. How about that? Boom. Just suddenly making more. I'm just suddenly making more. Poof. And more. There we go. So I've added, I had 1, 2, 3, 4 to start with, and 2 more. I've added 50% more production. 50% more production, plus with 25% more better production of these items here. Oh, that really just drained the whole system, didn't it? That's pretty awesome. But all the same, it's not really going to help when I just don't have enough. I just don't have enough. Even though I did add 25% more, which would mean 1, 2, 3, 4. 25% of that is literally adding 1 extra more of these. And then on top of that, I had 2 more of these, which 25% of the extra 2 of these, 2, which is an extra 50%, which is an extra half another unit. So I've added 3.5 extra units via the blue spray, and then an extra 2 units on top of that. So the production is massively increased, but it's not, you know, it's not gonna save me. Why is this only 2 and 2? Yep, you're 3. Mostly. Is this a power supply issue or a supply issue? I think it's a supply issue. Yeah, either a power supply issue that happened just slightly. This should fix itself. Yeah, see, there it goes. There's 3 and there's 2. Anywho's. Not this one. Let's go back over here. Power. Look at that. Look at that power production. So let's head over to my my specialty spawn. Alright, so we got deuterium right over here. Now what's terrible about this deuterium project, unfortunately, is that no matter how good it is, right, this supply of it will eventually disappear, right? And that really sucks. Like it really, really just bites. It makes things very difficult because you can't manage these planet-sized generators without a good constant power supply, right? And these things, these wonderful things over here, they're never going to be constant. It's never going to work out just perfectly fine. Hello, viewer. Anyways, well, we're going to do our best. Oh yeah, these things. I never did make any of them, did I? Well, I never did grab any of them. I went all the way over there, set up the system, got it functioning, or at least functioning better, and then didn't go grab any. Man, what kind of production bullshit is this? Also, alright, where are these things going? Give me that. Give me all those. 2. $12. $20. Ooh, is that enough to build the thing? Yeah, there we go. Make me. There you go. Make me 2 of them. Let me grab a couple more. Hey, little spaceship, stop stealing them. Oh, there you go. You're running away with 10. Alright. Alright, 4 of those guys. That should be pretty good. Should be pretty good. For now. Whee! Oh god, we're in the sun. Oh, I just flew right by it. There we go. Alright, let's take a look at power supplies. Mini fusion power plants. Alright, that's awesome. Put one there. And one right there. And we gotta just drag that over. Perfect. And logistics. One from there and one from there. Perfect. Zoom in ultra tight right there. And we tell you to drop those guys. Drop them like the hot. Drop them like the hot. Bam. Now let's look at power supply. Buck 84. That looks pretty cool. Fusion power plant. Right there. It's awesome. Unfortunately though, it's not quite good enough. So now we got that and that. How's that one? Power supply. Power. 214. There you go. There you go. So these guys are doing a pretty good job of producing power. They are consuming, and they're all consuming, but they are making a lot of power per charge. Alright, and we have the option to upgrade more. That said though, this is not your end all be all. You want to try and avoid these ones, because what they'll do is they'll just eat resources. Even though you're making the most of them, they're still gonna eat resources, and then they're just gonna disappear. Right? It's not a great end all of this. This is why when you're on other planets and such like that, you can use solar or wind function farms and things like that and bring them back home to the main planet here, where you've got a good power system that's not eating the resources that are on the planet, because those planet items, those planet resources are finite, right? You want to bring them back to that infinite section of the planet, right? Well, that's the end of my drink. see here too, like very, very quickly, we have run out of hydrogen. That resource is now gone, right? We don't have any more of it. We do have a lot of deuterium now stocked, right? Which is great, which is nice, right? But it's, yeah. It's not going to go anywhere with us. Is this one still 3? Okay, good. I was worried that was not going to carry over. It would have been like, oh good, we sprayed just 3 here and then I just only went to the first one. Okay, so we now have much better power supply. So let's take a quick look here at our defenses. Oh, not you, you. So what happens when I slap down? Let's go put this by the science section, because the science section just eats power like nobody's business. And I never want to move these guys at all. Well, let's see what happens when I slap one of these guys down. Just here.
You've enabled your first planetary shield generator. It consumes power from the power grid to generate a protective field against space attacks. Each generator has a limited coverage area. To expand the range of the field, you can build several more of these generators.
What's this? Has limited durability. God. Oh, I see. Okay, so while it's building up its power and stuff like that, it's gonna generate some weird bubble of something. And away it freaking goes. Right? Neat. So you probably want, I don't know, 5 of these things around the freaking planet? 5 or 6, and you probably want them dead center where I've got them. Yes. Defensive range. Build icons. Electrical power grids. Veins. Whatever that jazz is. Space navigation. Build alarms. And guiding light. No, definitely don't. Light bulbs on. Gotta have the lights on. Alright. Well, what? Oof. How about planet side? Oh, okay, cool. Oh, you're getting there. You getting there. Alright, so... Yeah? Coverage at 4.29%. Ooh, goody. Okay. Alright, I see ya. Okay. Alright, so let's Grab one of you guys. And just boogie, 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 boogie. Well, we set ourselves right down here. Oh, what kind of crap is this? Oh, there we go. So probably I need to be a little bit closer. Maybe just over here. Maybe just over here. Right? No power. No way. As the power exceeded everyone's expectations, it slowly grew within the planetary support lives. The planet itself rejoiced in understanding that its security was secured. Safety was assured. The planet prospered, knowing they could rest in peace. Their efficiency skyrocketed. Production tripled. Everyone felt good, knowing that their days were no longer numbered, no longer left in fear, in question, due to the dark fog, but yet saved. Salvation in the form of the planetary shield generators slowly produced amongst the planet. Whoop whoop, they all went and got drunk. Look at that big old bubble. Big old bubble. We're just gonna sit here and watch as the bubble slowly erupts. I got this post from my sister. Amazing woman. She is the smartest person I know. And she says, and I quote, "Remember to poop before midnight. You don't want to carry the same shit into the new year." Words to live by. Alright. So you can see here now that these bubbles overlap, which is great. That's exactly what we want. Give me that. You got a couple eyeballs on the planet here. It's so weird. So weird. I don't understand what to do with this. Like, should I have someone in the middle? Should I have another one in the middle? I don't know. It's very weird. So I'm gonna have to make a little bit of land right there. That's what I'm gonna do. Right, we're gonna have one magical doodad. Right, freaking there. Shabam. Then we're gonna come on over here. We're gonna come on. Lack of item, and then we're gonna go, what the heck? We're gonna slap down. We're gonna look at this and go, wow, we got 240. 200, you gotta be kidding me. 230, 240 megawatts per second. These things are chunking my power for nothing. Holy heck. You just big Now it gets down to the end. That's really good though. That means production is much higher than it should be. But holy heck. Let's grab the planetary view. Let's go grab this little Asna's third tumor erupts. Jesus. Look at that. Look how much freaking power this is going to use. Holy crap baskets. You know, like this is just mega intense. Mega intense. The amount of power that is required, right? The second thing is like the next level of generation for power, this next level of solar that we're going to work on here requires that my planet necessarily be facing the Dyson Sphere, right? So next one is as I pull on out and I go looking at the sun. And you know what the problem is with that? You look right here. There's the sun. There's my planet. Whoop. Hitting power. But there's a whole section where I'm behind this other freaking planet. That's such a pain in the ass. That it's not going to work very well. Right? Now I can absolutely go send it over here. Get the production of it. Go to firing of the rockets. Getting this thing. Using Mimosa 1. Which will be definitely a much better advantageous place to produce and fire off the Dyson Sphere to get this thing rocking, to get it, the solar cells just doing their jazz, right? And even still, God, I love this. God, this thing is just freaking hell. There you go. Okay. So even, what the heck? Stop that. Stop making this weird. Okay, whatever. Oh god, this is just... There. Anyways, okay. So yeah, I can have Mimosa 1. They can be firing off all the little dishes to make the Dyson Sphere. And they could also be firing off all the pieces to make the other things, right? But the power, right, is the issue, right? And I would have to set up some like transport system to have, say, a battery line, right, coming back to my planet to unload the battery packs, the power, and this whole transport system just between Mimosa 1 and Mimosa 3, right? And what a freaking pain. Oh, that's probably what's gonna happen. That's probably what's gonna happen because Mimosa 1, right? I'm not even sure if it's title logged or not. Which would be amazing if it was, right? If it never rotated, right? That means, right? Orbiting a star, revolution period, rotation period. Yeah, so it's rotating, right? Just very slowly. So, and it's got great solar energy. That's great, which means it'll do a great job of charging my batteries. Harder batteries. But this thing's gonna have to produce like 300 batteries so they can transport to and from, right? Their own system and things like that. And you got this little strip mine. This planet. Look how much resources are on this planet. The silicon and titanium, iron and cobalt. Jeez. Just the fact that it's closer to the planet, getting greater sun. I'm gonna have to make a production set on here at a higher level for all the junk. I'm gonna have to ship everything over here. I'm gonna have to ship everything over here. Yeah, pansy. And I'm gonna have to protect the heck of it. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 different of these things on here. 6. I'm gonna have to land there with one of those planetary guys, missiles galore, planetary thing. I'm gonna bombard the hell out of it. That's gonna be a whole episode to itself. I'm gonna sit there and like, hey, welcome to my bombardment. Boom! Keep chasing them dreams. Them dreams are gonna be like a bomb missile in my face. Anyways, all right. Well, thanks very much. This whole stream, this whole extra episode, this whole thing was a big thank you to everyone, but more specifically my recent subscribers on YouTube. Thank you very much. Thank you everybody who watches. Thank anybody who's watching. Thank you for being super special, awesome, having a great day, taking care of yourself because that takes effort, and you can congratulate yourself for being good to yourself and be good to those around you too, because happiness begets happiness, and everyone needs a little bit more happiness in their lives. And although it might seem a little bit of trouble today, hopefully in the future, and that's what we hope for, is that someone else thinks the same for you. All right, so keep chasing them dreams, keep chasing your life, and thank you very much. Hope to see you next time. I will see you soon. All right, bye bye.